I drift toward a place maddening and strange, where the air thickens and wraps around me like unseen hands. My blood feels heavier in my veins, a cold weight dragging through me as chills snake up my spine, stiffening every hair on my body. In the dim corner of my study, a face materializes, almost mine, but not quite. Its form mimics my features in the vaguest sense, a hollow suggestion of my shape, with no eyes to see, no mouth to speak, and no hair to soften its terror. Yet it points. One long, pale finger rises, unwavering, and aims directly at me. It does not move. It does not breathe. No sound escapes it. Only its silent accusation pierces the space between us. My gaze breaks, unwilling, turning to the darker recesses of the room. The oppressive quiet splits with the sound of tapping. Tap, 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 a measured rhythm. 8 taps in all. It reverberates, faint yet insistent, echoing as if the walls themselves carry its pulse. Could it be the clock? No. The pendulum stilled years ago, its chime forgotten. Could it be the wind? Impossible. No draft could breach these lifeless halls. Or is it the rhythm of my own blood, surging like a dark tide within me, clawing for release? The cobwebs lining the corners swayed gently as if disturbed by invisible hands. My eyes trace their delicate threads, and there, descending the walls, spiders creep with grotesque purpose. Their movements are unhurried, deliberate, each leg dragging through the dust of centuries. The tapping stops. Silence crashes over me, heavier than before. Then, a whisper, no louder than a breath of wind, yet unmistakable. Why do you look away? My chest tightens as if the air itself conspires to suffocate me. Slowly, I turn back to the corner, to the faceless figure. But it's gone, or was it ever truly there? The tapping resonates louder now. Closer. Tap, tap, tap. It seems to come from beyond the study door. Against all instinct, I rise and step into the shadowed hallway. The corridor stretches before me, impossibly long, its walls narrowing as if the house itself seeks to trap me. The faint glow of moonlight filters through cracked windows, illuminating cobwebs and faint, ghostly handprints on the dusty walls. The sound of my footsteps joins the tapping, both in rhythm, a duet of dread. At the end of the hallway, stairs descend into deeper darkness. The tapping echoes from below, summoning me. With each step down, the air grows colder, pressing against me, biting at my skin. At the base of the stairs, the faint outline of something small emerges. The size of a child, it crouches in the center of the room, illuminated by a flickering candle I do not remember lighting. Its back is to me, its form hunched and trembling, as if weeping. "Hello," I whisper, the word tasting foreign and hollow on my tongue. The creature stiffens. Slowly, unnervingly, it rises to its full height. Though still small, its presence fills the space, a void of light and warmth. It turns to face me. Its eyes are vast, black voids, infinite in depth, consuming the flickering light until the room feels submerged in shadow. The edges of its mouth curl into a grotesque semblance of a smile, revealing teeth too numerous, too sharp, as if meant for devouring not flesh but reality itself. It steps closer, its feet making no sound on the cold, creaking floor. With each step, the air thickens further, bending the very space between us. My limbs grow heavy, my breath ragged, as if the room itself resists my presence. Who are you?" I stammer, my voice trembling. It tilts its head, almost playfully. Then, in a voice soft yet grating, like the grinding of stone, it whispers, "I am the shape you fear in the dark. I am the spark of your dread. I am the beginning of your end." It takes another step, and then another. The distance between us shrinks with agonizing slowness, though the dimensions of the room feel wrong, warped, stretched in ways my mind cannot reconcile. I try to move, to flee, but my body betrays me. My legs refuse to obey. The tapping resonates, but this time it's inside my skull, pounding against the fragile walls of my sanity. The creature is before me now, its face inches from mine. I can feel the cold void radiating from it, the unbearable weight of its gaze boring into my very soul. It raises a hand, slender and unnatural, each finger impossibly long. Slowly, deliberately, it reaches for me. My heart races, my vision blurs, and a scream claws its way up my throat but dies before it can escape. The hand touches my chest, and the world collapses. My thoughts splinter like glass, fragments of reason falling into an endless abyss. I am consumed by blackness, not the absence of light, but a presence, alive, writhing, eternal. I do not know if I am still standing, still breathing. The last thing I hear is a voice, echoing from somewhere beyond the veil of existence. You cannot look away now. Then, silence.